Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are going to be creating two custom Patreon spreads. So first up, we are creating a spread for Julie, and I want to actually go ahead and get this dated because Julie has specific dates she wants me to include, and I don't want to forget to do that part because I often leave these undated, but because there's specific dates, I want to make sure that I have them in here. So we are going to be doing the week of May 19th through 25th. So I'm going to start with these blue. I hope this is the right color. I think this is a good color. Let's do this blue here, 19. And then look at these set. This is one of the Mojo Jojo dated sticker books. And you know I like paper dating stickers the best. I just feel like they're easy. I mean, with this one, clear wouldn't have actually been an issue because I'm not covering anything up, but I also just feel like paper are easier to pull off the page. They're just my preference. Let me know in the comments if you prefer the paper or the clear. I feel like there's time for each, but these are usually my favorite. Okay, now the next thing that I wanted to do is use day of the week label covers, and we're gonna go for yellow. So these are my Planner Kate day of the week labels in my new Planner Kate storage. I do have a video showing this storage from a few weeks ago, so if you missed that video, I would definitely check it out. But this is like my current favorite storage for all of my individual sticker sheets because it just makes life a lot easier. I am going to go ahead and cover up the days of the week though, because with using yellow, I don't know if you'll be able to see through it, and I feel like it's just a minute to take that extra step. Okay, now we'll go through and get these down. So you can see the color scheme that we are using here, and in a moment I'll pull out the stickers that we're going to be using as well. This is one of my pre-Disney videos. I actually leave tomorrow, and I'm in really good shape with everything that I needed to do. So I'm kind of in my like Saturday morning glory. My favorite time to film is Saturday mornings when there's really not much going on and it's quiet. It's like a little bit of a rainy day today. It's kind of humid and muggy, but I'm just feeling relaxed, which is the first time in a while that I felt relaxed. I do have, some things that I need to do today. Of course, I need to pack and all of that kind of stuff, but I'm not at that point yet. It's early in the morning, but I'm awake. I couldn't sleep. So I was like, you know what? When it comes to my YouTube channel, I'm often the person who feels like if I have the time and the energy to get something done, I'm going to get it done because that'll be easier for me. Because once I return from Disney, I am leaving shortly after that for Go Wild, and then I'll be away Memorial Day weekend. And I just feel like getting these done earlier when I have the energy, when I'm not rushing, is good. So I pulled out Summer Florals Volume 3 because I love these lemons. I just think that they're so beautiful. And even though it's not technically summer when this spread is going to be used, I just feel like lemons and blue just makes me happy, and hopefully it makes Julie happy as well. So I'm going to cover this up and pop this in here. And then I was looking at Rainbow Quotes Volume 3 and I saw this: when life gives you lemons, make the sweetest lemonade. How perfect is that? Like right here. I feel like that's so cute. Now, I do have specifics from Julie about what needs to be included with like boxes and checklists, but it's not every single day. So because of that, I'm going to go a little bit more decorative. But for Monday, Julie does want a box and 3 bullets. So the sticker book, of course, does come with boxes and bullets. And I think that, let's see, she needs a box on Monday and Tuesday. So because of that, I'm actually thinking that we could maybe do some stacking with the monthly boxes like this. Let me get one down first. It's always a little bit easier. This is like my favorite way to use monthly boxes. If you don't decorate your monthly or you don't use the monthly boxes in your monthly, this is a really great way to utilize them. And then I think it would be helpful to have some like header words here. So I'm actually going to pull out Rainbow Words or Planner Words by Calva Plan in this new color scheme, because we should have some type of like to-do sticker. To do. I used the blue to do. I guess there's one more blue to do. Let's see. One more blue. That's to buy. We could go black, yellow. We have, let me think. 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 days of to-dos. So I think that it's going to be better to use black, but we can use header boxes. So we have 4 header boxes here. And is that it? Just 4. Okay, so as a backup, I'm going to pull out Header Boxes by Calva Plan, because that should be a good backup. So let's pull out the colors that we want here. And I need 5 of them. This is a good green. This is a good yellow. So I want to pull out maybe 2 yellow. Let's do 2 green. We're going to do this green. And then 1 blue. I'm looking for kind of like this lighter blue, but I could also go for this as a backup. This we have really close. Yeah, we'll do that blue. Okay, I was just double checking the green to see if there was a better match. I know that we have these, but let me just check something first. I think that they're different sizes, because actually they're not different sizes. You know what? I don't really need to pull all of these out. I really just need 1, 2, 3, 4. I really just need 1 more. So we're gonna come up right across here with the first one, and then let's do the green. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do the green because I don't want the yellow to be right like stacked like that. And then I may switch it up. When do we need another box? We don't need another box on this side of the page. Okay, so we're gonna take a yellow. I kind of just want to continue going this way because I feel like it's consistent versus jumping up. I'm not going to put that down yet. I'm going to hold off there. Okay, now let's grab my tweezers and take some to-do stickers off of the planner words, but we're going to go for the black stickers. So let's take to-do and another one. And then we need 3 bullet points. So I'm going to do it. I think I'm gonna do different colors because if I bring in an extra color from the additional header boxes sticker book, I'm not gonna, well, I will have the bullets to match, but I just feel like it'll be prettier to do different colors here. So we're gonna do that instead. 3, and then let's do the blue. 1, 2, 3. Trying to get them lined up. Okay. Now, oh, there's more bullets here, so that's good. Now, Wednesday, Julie really only needs 3 bullets. She doesn't need a box. So I'm actually thinking doing something a little bit different and coming out with the lemons from the spine. Well, not really the spine, but from this part. I feel like that would be a pretty different kind of look from what I normally do, but I have to get this in the right spot. So let's move this over. And this is a really great way to fill your planner if you don't need a ton of function in it, to add some bigger element. I may cover up more than that, but for now, that's what I wanted to cover. This is actually a pretty good length. We only need to cut a tiny bit off. So just using my knife and going across that line there. There we go. Okay. Oh, that looks pretty. It's like cascading down. I really like how that looks. Perfect. Now let's come back to our boxes and bullets. And this time we're going to grab yellow here. And we can do green bullet points. And I have to grab the to-do as well. 2, 3. A very nice, clean spread. It's making me happy. I feel like everything has its place. And it's a good start to the day. I just made my coffee. I'm still in my pajamas. It's just a nice quieter morning. Now, we do have a little bit of gaps here, but before I do anything with them, I kind of want to hold off and see how the rest of the spread comes out. I do want to take a sidebar, even though it wasn't requested. I feel like a sidebar can always be used, even if it's just kind of a way to like journal about the week, or, you know, I don't know. There's so many different, even if you don't need it for to-dos, it can be a journaling, it can be kind of like a currently what you're, you know, watching, or anything like that. Anything that happened in the news, what the weather's been like, something noteworthy. And then I thought it would be cute to kind of have this coming out from there. All right, that's pretty. We are making progress. Now, continuing. Thursday is the next day that we need a box, and we also need 2 boxes on Friday, but then we don't need any more boxes. So I'm going to come back to my monthly boxes because I really liked this setup, and I think it would be cute to kind of switch things up, because remember now, I need 1 bullet on Thursday, and then I need 1 set of bullets Thursday, and then we need bullets on Friday. So if I'm trying to decide if I want to do the same thing here. But if I need a box Thursday, I need to make space for the bullet, which means I can't do that because I need 2 separate sections here. So maybe instead of putting that there, we go from the bottom. Let's try that before I put these boxes down. Let's take my other border sticker and go from the bottom. or the top? No, I want to go from the bottom because I feel like the bottom hasn't had a lot of attention. So we're going to give it some love. Okay, getting the first part down to make sure that it stays straight, and then we'll cover. And just going slowly, each section at a time. I feel like you can probably even tell the difference between when I film a video on Saturday mornings or just weekends in general versus weekdays, because with weekdays, I'm usually so limited with time. And on Saturdays, I can take things a little bit more slowly. But unfortunately, I don't have the ability to save all of my videos for the weekend because on a normal week, I film, let's see, not film. On a normal week, I have 9 videos that need to be produced. And I say 9 because there's daily videos here on YouTube, sometimes more than one in a day if there's like a planner launch or something. And then I have a Patreon exclusive video each week, sometimes more than one, but lately life has gotten a little bit too busy and I haven't had the chance to do more than one. And then I also do what's called user-generated content, and that is content that I provide to brands that you may never see, but it's a video I film each week. So with 9 videos that I have to get finished each week, it's not likely that I could do that all on a weekend. I was a little bit more able to when I was single, but and I needed something to fill my time. But as we know, that is no longer my life. So now it's like a balancing act. But I have heard your feedback and I am going to work on being a lot more mindful about the speed in which I do things and not rushing. If I don't have the time to 100% dedicate to it, excuse me, without feeling like I have to rush, then I won't do it. So that's my commitment to you and also to myself. Right. So now we've got our final sets of the header boxes that we need. And let's take the to-do stickers. I'm loving this spread. To do, and one more. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting these off the page, but I just have to be patient and use my tweezers. Okay, I think we're finished with these words, so I'm going to put this to the side. I also left this out because I need May, so we're going to pop May in right over here, and then I can move this out of the way. When I pull out a lot of sticker books, I get kind of overwhelmed, so I like to try to sort of put things away as I go. Let's do green bullets here. 2 and 3. And now on Sunday, we need 5 bullet points. So I'm going to go for this pale yellow. We could also introduce a checklist here. I don't love combining checklists and bullet points. So instead, we're just going to kind of nest these a little bit closer together. We'll have room because these have a decent amount of space between them. And then 5. Okay. We're finished with Julie's needs. So we don't need any more boxes. I'm double checking. I was requested to have a box on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 2 on Friday. Then bullets, 3 bullets, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and 5 bullets on Sunday. So we have accomplished the request, but now we've got a lot more space to fill. So coming back to rainbow quotes, I like this blue quote. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. And I love a wider quote in a space like this because I think that it uses the space nicely. So I'm going to cover this and let's put this right here. Okay, that's cute. And then let's look for some other good blue quotes. I really like the blue here. I think that this darker blue is a great accent to this set of lemons and florals. You don't have to be perfect to be amazing. And then I think we can probably, let's go back to the lemons because we only have little lemons down here, or one set. So we have really like this space and this space. Not that every spot needs to be filled, but I don't want the spread to look empty. So this is going to be too big because I didn't put it on a corner. But let me stand up and kind of get like a better overview here. I don't think it's really going to work there. No, let's put this back. Sometimes you just have to like play around a little bit and see what works. So if we take this hanging one, this could be pretty right here. And my instinct is to put a double box, but Julie doesn't need a double box. And so this is her spread, right? So I want to make sure that it goes along with what her needs are. I think that we may end up with another quote. Let's take one of these stickers and bring it in on the side. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. My voice. And then we can look for another quote. I think that would work well. So let's see. We'll take dream big, work hard, stay focused, and surround yourself with good people. I think that that's pretty. I was debating on bringing in some washi. I was thinking I could put some washi over here and here and here, but I also think that that's my instinct to like fill the spread more, and I don't know that it needs more filling. I think that it's really functional for what Julie needs. I think it's really pretty. It's soft, and hopefully she loves it. I really love it. So I think that we are set with this one. I think that that spread for Julie got me in like the fruit decorating mode because next up we're doing Bobbie's, and I know this says 2024. We're going to cover that up, but we're going to be doing a big sized currently and favorites page for Bobbie. And Bobbie left the theme up to me, which is always a risk, right? But I was looking through sticker books and trying to decide what theme I wanted to go with. And I have something a little bit unique, and hopefully Bobbie's okay with it, but I think that it's fun and different. And I feel like with spring here and so many like summer sticker books, I've been going in like a lot of colors lately, and I'm kind of in this, I'm having this like craving to go do the dual tone. Like my old style was one color and black, and I kind of want to try that again. Like it's been a while since I've just done one color and black. So I have 2 copies of Live Love Posh's Fruits and Florals, and it's such a fun sticker book. I feel like it's a little bit of an underrated sticker book, but I saw these limes. I don't even really like lime. I don't even know if Bobbie likes lime, but the green is so pretty. And I thought that it could be really fun here, especially because these are bigger stickers. We're going to put this page aside. And with a big spread, I like using bigger stickers. So let's cover up the take note. And we're just going to go like full blown green here. Bobbie, if you're watching, I hope you like this. Okay, now let's grab my knife, and because this one ends rounded, I want to cut this to also end on a rounded edge, like that. I ripped a little bit there, but it's okay. And then we're going to use my punch. You can wait until the end to punch. Sometimes I do, but I always fear, I don't think I punched that right, that when it's a Patreon spread, if I don't punch it now, I may forget. And not everyone, I do believe that Bobbie has a punch, but not everyone has one. Okay, that's so much fun already. Now we're going to cover up this part, and I want to cover up May 2024. Obviously, this is outdated, so I'm going to use my white pen to cover this up. I talked about this in a recent video that when I'm covering up here and I know I'm going to be putting down more like individual stickers, I'll use my white pen over my correction tape because you get less excess, like extra, not access, excess. And I think that it just becomes a better cover up. I should have started left to right because now I have to not let my hand hit the part that's still wet. But if you're using a pen like this is a Uniball Signo. It's linked in my Amazon favorites in the description of all my videos. You want to go just really light. You barely want to press on the page. You just kind of want to let the ink fall. And that's going to give you the boldest cover up. Because if you press too hard, you're just going to kind of be like scratching the ink off as you're putting it on. So that gives it a really good cover up. It's obviously not perfect, but we're not looking for perfect. We're just looking for kind of a clean slate. And that's what this should give us. And then I think that I want to use like this over here, and we have like lemon slice. Actually, I don't know if I want to use that slice. I may want to continue with the like full lemons, but we're going big. I don't want to cover up too much of what's going to be beneath it. So now we have this space here. This is definitely a situation to bring washi into. So I'm going to use, let's see. I have Kelva Plans Alpha Basics. I was gonna go for the green, but I actually think the black would be better here. So I'm gonna go a little bit higher here with the washi, and then we're just gonna cut it to go along the lines of the stickers. Like that. It doesn't need to go all the way through. That's good. And then let's do May. And I'm going to shift this over a little bit because these words are bigger than the words that were printed on the page, or these letters. And this will kind of kick off our black and green theme. May. And then let's go from the right side to get my spacing right. Okay. Now, you can still see some of the white pen in between these. I'm not going to pretend you can't, but I promise it's much better than if I had used correction tape, because that would have been like just thicker lines all the way through. And then we'll just trim off the edges here. Okay. Oh, it's looking so cute. I'm excited. All right. Now I need header boxes by Kelva Plan. So I'm going to pull out, I think there's black in this. Is there not black in this? There we go. I want black here because I want to now continue with including black throughout this. And we're going to put one here. That one's a little bit crooked. I need to fix it. Put one right here. Let's pull this up and try to get it down a little bit straighter. Okay. Now we need green. So I'm going to pull out the date it that I just put away and look for green numbers here. Sticker book is pretty old and falling apart quite a bit, but we can use green numbers. I guess this is the fruit video. Forgot what I was gonna say, florals, but this is the fruit video. We're gonna do 1. Let's do 2 and 3. I need to put my fan on in my office. I haven't put my fan on in so long, but I think the like mugginess outside is getting to me, which is kind of problematic because in 20 something hours, I'm going to be in Orlando, Florida, and it is going to be hot and muggy, and I need to get used to it. So maybe we won't put the fan on and I'll just not suffer, but I'll just get used to this because it's not going to get much better in the next couple of days. All right. I want to bring this in over here. I think this is pretty down at the bottom. And then we need my punch again. So I guess this was a checklist layout. In January, yeah, I think it was January, I went through all of my old outdated planners and pulled out all of the guts and organized them. And it was like the best thing I've ever done because now I have everything really nicely organized. And when I'm sitting down to film a video like this, it's like, oh, Bobbie wants big currently and favorites. I know exactly where those are and I don't have to like go through a million planners. It's really helpful. I want to look at Dashboard Basics for a second because I know that Dashboard Basics has some bigger boxes. I don't know what my green situation in this will be. Yeah, there's really nothing like lime green here. So I probably need to pull out a green specific box. And because this is a big, I'm kind of leaning towards the big Mojo Jojo greens. Before we do that though, let's get a currently word in here. So I have Mojo Jojo's currently, and I want to do something a little bit bolder here because I feel like this is bold. But I don't know that I want to go this bold. Like I'm kind of thinking maybe this one. And instead, I sort of want to go big here. You know what? It may seem like wasteful because I already have this that has the word currently, but I kind of want to just take these letters that I already used. But I may not have the option to because I may run out. So I do have 2 R's, but I still need 1 R for favorites. We can make it work though. So Currently, there's 9, so Curre needs to be in the middle. So I think we're just gonna like pop this in right here. N T L and Y Curr. Need more R's in these sticker books. U and C. Currently. Okay, That looks cute, and it really goes along with, like, the black and green that I'm looking for, and I think right now is a better choice than um, the Currently sticker book. Now, I have this extra thing of washi, so I'm gonna come down here with it, and we'll just add this in, and then trim right there, and okay, looking good. Now I'm gonna go look for the bigger boxes that I want, and we'll be back. All right, I have my big boxes from Mojo Jojo. Oh no, this is black boxes. Why did I think this was big boxes? It was where my big box sticker books are. I keep them all stored. Maybe we do a combination? Maybe we'll do a combination. Let's see though. I wanted to take one of these and put it over here, but I want to use my undo to lift a little bit of this sticker. I should have waited to put this down because I want this to kind of layer over it. So we're just going to use a little bit of undo, enough that'll let me lift this slightly. I really didn't need to lift that much actually. Because this was a smaller box, I didn't want to go too heavy on covering up parts of the box. So now I have Mojo Jojo's big boxes and more, but now I'm wondering if I should switch to just the regular size, but I think that we can probably do a combination here. So I want these lime, the brighter lime color, like this one. I think that that's going to be the best choice here. And if I put this in over here, this is where I'm going to get stuck. Now I want a black one, but I don't know that I don't know where my big black box is. And that's going to be vital for this to work the way that I want it to work. So I think we need to look again because I made a mistake. It was right next to where the other ones were. I just missed it. So that was my fault. But now we want to get this lined up perfectly here. And I know that this is only like 3 boxes, so we're pretty plain here, but we are going to add more, and we're going to continue on the other side as well. I had to turn on my fan. You know what's funny is, like, I'm not really someone who gets overheated. I'm always cold. But because it's been cold for so long, I feel like my body just needs to get used to it. So I want to pull up this washi because as I was looking at the fruits and florals sticker book, I came across this, which I thought would be so much fun to use as kind of like a bottom border here. So we're going to bring this in right here, but I need to only put a little bit of it down because I want to cover up the white part. But I have to find my white pen. I went a little bit further on that than I wanted to. Okay, there we go. And this kind of adds some of that space there. So now I don't really know if I need this washi, except for the fact that this sticker now goes up to this part. Like, it doesn't come all the way down. It sort of comes all the way down right here. So we have to kind of figure out what we want to do here. It could be another opportunity for a box. Let's do a green one, but one that's a little like maybe this width. We could actually do one of each. So if I take this from the green and this from the black, I feel like we can make this work, even if we just do a little bit of like a layer there. White pen. When I have so many sticker books out on my desk, I lose everything. Okay, so we've got that. And then let's do this right here. And you can cover up using the white pen the color here as well because you'll be able to see through it. I'm not as worried about the color here because once Bobbie writes in it, she's not really going to be able to see through. So I think that that's better. I feel like that gave us a cleaner look. I do want to come through though here and just cover up this extra line. Okay. Now, I think that we're good there. I still need to add in the words and everything, but I think that before I do that, I actually want to switch to the other side of the page and get that set up. So we're gonna move all the other sticker books and everything off my desk, move this to the side, get this out, and then let's continue. So I really love this lime border, but I don't have one left from that other sticker book, so we're gonna create one over here from the second sticker book. I think that it's on sale, maybe. I bought it when I had like some credits from Live Love Posh because I really loved it and I just wanted a backup. And I feel like I made the right decision because I'm now using that backup. So let's move this over. And I kind of want to continue this like lime scene. It's really going to be better here, except for the fact that we have this one that's cut off. So we're just going to cut it so that it looks like it starts with that lime. And then come through right here. Oh, that's like perfect. I love how that looks. All right, now we want favorites. So we need to come back to my Alpha Basics. And I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to fit favorites, but we're going to start left to right because these are bold. If they end up going over this, I'm okay with that. So F, A, B, O. And remember, we have to fake the R. I feel like that's the letter I always have to fake. I, T, we may actually be okay. E, do we have an E? We have an E. E and S. Okay, now let's fake our R. So I'm gonna look here as kind of a reference and we're gonna come down here. It's a little bit more rounded. A little bit thicker up here. I think we did it. There's like a little white splash right there. I think it's good. I feel like it could be a little bit thicker, but then when I look at this, it's not that thick. So I think that we're okay. Also, I just realized my phone was tilting, so sorry about that. Okay, favorites. Now we're ready to include the favorites. I do want to be sure to include something like this on this side of the page. I'm not sure yet how I want to do it. So in the meantime, we're going to start with our boxes. So let's see. I want to do 3 across, but I'm going to shift this down. I want to make sure that black is over here because we have so much green here. So let's put the black right here and then we'll grab a green box. We need that like limey green. Like that. Okay. I may also add some washi in up here. Now we're going to do the opposite, and I'm giving it extra space because I want to include header boxes here as well. goes here. And the black one will go here. That's not in the right spot. Okay. Let's put that there. All right, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to go here. One more black. And one more green. Okay, that's better. Now we need our heading boxes. So I'm going to take these and put a heading box above the opposite color. I feel like these heading boxes are a little bit wider than these square boxes, which is interesting, but I don't think it looks bad. It's just a little bit wider. That and this, and then it all starts to really come together. Now the black ones, and then I should be finished with boxes, and then those can get off my desk. And the trick is, what I really need to do is make sure that when I finish this video, I put everything back where it belongs. But I will, because I don't want to come home from vacation to a messy office. So we're gonna put everything back where it belongs. Sometimes it's hard because if I like go right back to work after filming, I don't have the chance to, but also I want to leave things out because I want to make sure that I'm linking them when I say to you, like, everything I'm using is linked in the description. I want to make sure that I'm actually doing that. All right, back to fruits and florals for a second. I wanted to really include these darker ones as well. So I just have to figure out the best way to do that throughout this because I really filled this up pretty heavily. But I think that we can like come in here nicely and sort of do just like a combination of them throughout the bottom here. So even if we kind of like change up the way that they are, like that one's hanging, this one's this way, and then I think we're gonna do this bigger floral, even though a decent amount of it is gonna get cut off. I think it would just be pretty there and have that like variety of color. So let's grab my knife, my scissors. Okay, now we are ready finally to fill this in. Now Bobbie did have some specific requests here, so we're going to include those as well, but I'm gonna add in a couple of others additionally. So we want to do working towards. Now obviously this is wider than the sticker, but I think it's okay. If I use the big one it may work, but I think that it's fine. You kind of have that border there. And then Bobbie's request for this spread, my things are, because my fan is on, things are flying around. Bobbie's request for this spread was she wanted things like listening to like podcasts, reading, watching on TV, but she wanted multiple of each. So that's why I actually went bigger here, because I wanted to give Bobbie the space to be able to include those. So I don't know if we have, I kind of want reading, watching, listening to. Listening to is there. Otherwise, I'll just write them in. Watching, reading. We have watching and reading here. Listening to there. Reading, watching, listening to, all the same font. There we go. Okay. It may have been the same font other places, but it's hard for me to like remember as I'm going through. So reading, watching, come on, watching, listening to. Wasn't it there? Yeah, it's here. I just wanted the paper one because it's easier for me. All right. I'm going to do reading here. Whoops. Let's get that to be not crooked. Reading, watching, and listening to. Okay, now these weren't requests, but I'm going to add them in anyway because trying to find the word that I want to use. I want to do something focused on Go Wild because Bobbie is going to be at Go Wild in May. I should have done a Go Wild theme, but it's okay. I really like this. Looking forward to. I think that would be good here to write Go Wild. And let's do proud of, because I think it's always special to have something we're proud of in our planner. And then we have those down. Now, these favorites, we have 9. That's a lot. So I'm going to write some of these in. I'm going to write TV show, podcast, book, let's do memory, memory. I like to write purchase. I feel like sometimes it's fun to reflect on a favorite purchase. Like my favorite purchase recently is this bracelet I'm wearing. This is a little words project bracelet, and I had it customized with the phrase zoom out because I think that zooming out is a really good practice and perspective for me. I was actually looking at it when I was getting my nails done yesterday of how stressed I've been feeling lately with a lot going on, and just the reminder to like zoom out. I am working on some really exciting projects. I am not 100% better from being sick, but I'm mostly better. I have an amazing relationship, and I'm a couple of days away from Disney World on a trip that, my boyfriend's parents are taking us to as a family. And so, like, zooming out, it's so stressful preparing for a trip, but being able to just zoom out and look at the overall has helped me calm down a little bit. So, TV show, podcast, book, memory, purchase. What else can we do favorites? Let's do meal. Another thing that really helped me yesterday is at my nail salon. So let's say like I was sitting here facing this way where everyone getting their manicures were. And then here's a row of everyone getting their pedicures facing this way. So those who are getting our pedicures are facing our backs. And all of a sudden we hear this like high-pitched squeal giggle. It was like hee 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 hee. And we all kind of turned our heads. And there was this woman who was ticklish from getting her pedicure, and we all kind of chuckled for a minute, but she couldn't stop. And everyone in the nail salon was laughing with her, but to the point that like the woman doing my nails and I both had to like stop. This was everyone in the nail salon. It wasn't just me, but we all had to like stop for a second because you don't want to be laughing and shaking while someone is drilling your nails. And it was like probably 30 seconds of just the whole nail salon erupting in laughter. But again, it was joy. We weren't laughing at this woman. Her laugh was just contagious. And even though she was ticklish, her joy was contagious. And I was thinking, I don't think I've laughed today. And it was like 5:30 on a Friday. And, I don't laugh all day, every day. I work from home. I'm, by myself most of the day. But I was like, oh, it just felt really good to laugh. And it broke me from what I was feeling all day. So that was really nice. Okay, anyway, I sidetracked. So TV show, podcast, book, memory, purchase, meal. I I mean, I could add 3 more, but sometimes I wanna leave these for someone else because Bobbie may have other things that you know what we're gonna write? Um, oh, it's gonna be too long, I think, here. Well, we're gonna write date night because last year I created a page for Bobbie in her planner of different date night ideas. So we're gonna do date night. The other one that I thought might be too long, but I think that she could include it for date night is summer bucket list item because I made a summer bucket list for her in April and that could be something she could include. So I think that we're set. I really love how this came out. I think it's so cute and really simple just with the two colors and I'm excited about it. So that is a wrap. We have Bobbie's currently and favorites, and we have Julie's weekly spread. And I love the fruit theme of today. It makes me really happy. I'll link everything I used in the description of the video. Live Love Posh, you can use code Elise10 to save. Planner Kate, these header boxes, you can use code Elise20 to save. And Caliva Plan doesn't have discount codes, but hopefully you found something here that you enjoyed, and thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your support. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, click that subscribe button. Oh, and one more. If you want to shop Little Words Project, I have a discount code for you. It is BAElise15. I'll try to remember to link it in the description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.